In Belarus, huge crowds of protesters have been demonstrating against President Alexander Lukashenko and the election that they say he rigged 2 weeks ago. Riot police were also ordered onto the streets, but demonstrators have been demanding that Mr. Lukashenko stand down. From the capital, Minsk, Steve Rosenberg sent this report, which does contain images which some of you may find distressing.
They poured onto the streets. Long live Belarus, they cried. A sea of protesters flooding the centre of Minsk. Resign, they shouted. A message for this man, Alexander Lukashenko. For 26 years, he's been the president. But look how the people have turned against him. On Independence Square, they accused him of stealing the election and of violence against the people of Belarus.
Our aim is to show the government that we are not their slaves.
We are here to show that we never elected him and that we want the change, that we want the new country with a new president.
In Belarus, people are making their voices heard like never before. They're demanding change. But the problem for the protesters is that there's one man who isn't listening. Alexander Lukashenko has made it quite clear he has no intention of stepping down.
But he has every intention of raising the stakes. Today, Mr. Lukashenko donned military garb and watched the protesters from his helicopter. They're running away like rats, he can be heard saying. Back on the ground, Kalashnikov in hand, he set off to find supporters. And he found them. A round of applause from the riot police. You're doing a great job, he says. But the president's critics paint a different picture. As he was preparing for the protest, Roman Zakaria told me about the culture of fear Mr. Lukashenko and his security forces have created. A few days ago, Roman was beaten up by the police.
The people I fear the most are the police. No one can protect us, and I cannot live beside these people anymore. We need to change something in our country quickly.
His sign says, "Long live Belarus." But Roman sees no future for himself here if there'll be no change of president. Steve Rosenberg, BBC News, Minsk.